This week, the Trump administration is under tremendous amounts of criticism because it mistakenly deported a man to El Salvador. It has admitted to the court that it had no real evidence and that this was a mistake. It called it an administrative error. And instead of bringing a man back, which the Supreme Court ordered it had to facilitate, it has doubled down now on calling him a terrorist and a gang member. I don't know how this is going to play out, but news organizations around the country have been covering it. And covering in particular fact that there's no evidence that this man was actually in MS-13. So Brendan this week has decided to threaten Comcast. Disclosure, Comcast is an investor in Vox Media, but truly they dislike me. He decided to threaten Comcast this week. He said, Comcast outlets have spent days misleading the American public, implying that Abrego Garcia was merely a law-abiding citizen, just a regular Maryland man. When the truth comes out, they ignore it. Comcast knows that federal law requires its licensed operations to serve the public interest. News distortion doesn't cut it. Abrego Garcia came to America legally from El Salvador, was validated as a member of the violent MS-13 gang, a transnational criminal organization, and denied bond by immigration court for failure to show he could not pose a danger to others. Why does Comcast ignore these facts? Because they're not facts, Brendan. And actually, the job of news organizations, we run one, is to question the government. That is a controversy. You can cover it the way they're covering it on Fox. You can cover it the way they're covering it on Newsmax. You can cover it the way they're covering it on MSNBC. But the government doesn't get to go threaten the news organizations covering it. Whether or not you agree with mass deportations, whether or not you agree with the Trump administration coming down really hard on everybody who was illegally in this country, fine. You can think what you want. But in this case, the lie is obvious. In this case, the evidence has not been produced, and it is not news distortion to say the government has not produced this evidence. They work for us. They've all forgotten it. Brendan has forgotten it. He works for us. And I think it's probably time someone reminded him of that. And Brendan, I would happy to do that if you just want to come on Dakota or the Vergecast. As always, the door is open. I don't think you can do it because I don't think you can take the heat. I know people are starting to tweet these segments at you. It's pretty good. So if you think you can do it, if you think of the intellectual rigor to show up in the show and justify your actions, you're welcome. That's been Brendan Carr is a Dummy, America's favorite podcast within a podcast.